Okay, we're here with Tszyu. What has camp been like? What do you think has been different this time around?
Probably just a full camp, two full months in the Miami grind. Just learning again from different aspects of boxing, uh, different parts of the world. So yeah, it's been good.
How are you enjoying the Miami lifestyle compared to Australia?
I miss Australia. Honestly, it's good to be back home, but Miami's like a training ground for me. You know, I go there, I do my work, and then I come back home. So home will always be home.
Were you happy with your last performance, and do you think we'll see a different style this time?
Yeah, I was happy. I was happy. I got the win. Another fight banked, and then we go on to the next one. So yeah, it's all about improving every time.
Will Jeff Fennick be involved in this fight this time around?
Nah, look, we got the team. They everyone's got their role. Jeff's more of a like a friend and helper, and I've always got big respect for him.
Lots of talk about potential fight against Errol Spence. How much is that inspiring you at the moment?
I'm trying to not think about it. It's a big it's a bit of a distraction, of course. Uh, yeah, I don't even want to talk about it right now. It's solely focused on what Dennis Nurge's got on.
We've heard some things of Terence Crawford has said some things about Errol Spence beating you. Do you have any response to that?
Yeah, just typical. Everyone's got something to say. Look, I respect that. You know, Crawford's knows his boxing, but unfortunately, when that fight does happen, it's it's not going to go down that path.
Just a couple more. Do you have any thoughts against on Opetaia being stripped of his world title fight by the IBF?
Yeah, I think it's not cool, especially what Jai had to go through. You know, I think he's got the ranking as the number one cruiserweight right now. Belt or no belt, he's still the champ in everyone's eyes, so it doesn't really matter.
One last one. Who wins this weekend, Sebastian or Thurman?
I think Fondora wins. I think he's too tall, awkward, and he's too young.
Thanks, Tim.
To be back in the home gym.
It's good, man. It's a good feeling just to be home, around the Aussies. You know, I remember just getting on the plane in LA and just seeing like the Aussie faces. It's a nice feeling, you know. You don't see many in Miami, so yeah, it's just good to be home.
What's the ideal, Tim? Is this just a hit and run, one stop back here, and then back to the bright lights of a big fight in America, or what do you prefer?
Well, for this fight,
Yeah.
oh look, I'm lucky and blessed to be able to fight here, to keep the momentum building. I think the lack of activity sometimes puts people on a downward spiral. But for me, I've always been about taking on the biggest challenges possible. And you know, if they're here, if they're in the United States or wherever it is, then I'm going to take it on. But yeah, I just want to stay active, stay busy. I'm building myself again. I know I'm in the rebuild stage, and it's just about testing myself out now.
How have you found the last 7 weeks with Pedro over there, getting a proper camp in? Obviously,
Yeah.
the last one was quite rushed.
Yeah.
This one, you've actually got time, and
Yeah.
we've seen today some huge improvements.
Yeah, it's just a bit different, man. I'm seeing boxing from, I guess, a different perspective. You know, I remember growing up as a young kid, always used to be taught sort of the Soviet Union style. You know, Soviet Union, front hand up, being able to use the distance and use your legs and stuff like that. And I sort of neglected it. And I came towards this professional Western boxing where it's just seek and destroy, you know. And unfortunately, on that path, you get caught, and I got caught, and I'm just making small, minor adjustments. I'm still the same old Tszyu, of course, but I feel like you need to keep learning. You need to keep learning. I know what I possess. I know what I'm built of, and it's just about showing myself again, rebuilding.
About going back to that Soviet style, or maybe picking up some Cuban style?
A bit of everything, man. A bit of everything. What the boxing fundamentals, you know, it's quite simple. It's working the front hand, not trying to get hit, not trying to go for the scrap all the time, but also having that dog in you if you need it. You know, I've showed my, as they say, cojones all the time. You know, and when it's rough and dirty, I know when to bring it out. You know, so I know I got that up my sleeve at all times. Just do I need to expose it in round one straight away? No, I don't. You know, it's all about timing. When to expose the cojones, when to go dirty, deep and dirty. I'll know when to bring it out. So yeah, it's about timing.
Last time here, you obviously were happy to go the distance and
Yeah.
work on what you wanted. Will you be happy to go the distance this time, or is it a different mindset coming into this?
Bro, in all honesty, it's the same mindset. I'm not here to prove to anyone. I know what I'm capable of. Do I need to prove to someone that I can knock someone out in round 2 or round 3? No, not really. I want to bring out the dog in me when I need to, show off my skills, what I've been learning. For 2 months, man, I haven't seen you guys for 2 months. I've just been on the grind, living a low-key life, just on the grind, Cuban style. I'd say Cuban style in Miami, you know. And I want to show that off. You know, I want to show that off. I know, for example, you got fights like Carlos Ocampo and stuff like that when you dispose of the guy in a minute and a half. But I guess it's great. You don't get hit. You come out fresh and stuff like that. But at the same time, you don't have the experiences as, for example, what I went through Fundora, and the lessons you learned from that. And even a 10-round fight and a slugfest and the last fight that I had, you learn much more from that. So, you know, whatever is in God's hands, let's say, in God's hands, we'll take it.
Are you thinking at all about what's next?
Nah, I'm not.
Has that been an issue for you in the past, do you think? Obviously, we all talk about it, but
Yeah,
you've been able to ignore it?
Like, you think about it, you're like, there's a lot on the line. Fuck, it's a big gamble, you know, but I think as us boxers and anyone that wants to achieve something, they got to put it all on the line and gamble, you know. It's not a gamble when you know what you possess and what you bring out, so I'll let my fists do the talking.
So why were you willing to take this fight, not just wait for that bigger fight later in the year? Why did you want this bigger fight?
Yeah, good question. Good question. I'm going with my second camp with my coach. So it's about adjusting. The last camp was completely different. I think the fact that I came on the back of Noel. So I sort of joined the camp and they took me on board with both hands and welcomed me, so it was great. But yeah, this camp has been completely different because I've actually got to learn different things and different methods, game plans, and technical stuff, tactical stuff. Like, looking back at my last sparrings back in the days, bro, I used to be sometimes a sitting duck. You know, a sitting duck is just, you get a sniper like Murtalayev, and I was just there, you know, and I see it, and I've seen the lessons that I've learned from it, and it's about improving and developing a new style. So this is why I took the fight, because I believe in my skills, I know what I'm capable of, and the world is in my hands, and it's there for the taking, and I know that. So I'm going to take it with both hands and go on to the next.
What's changed, mate? Why do you think you were a sitting duck?
I think I just, I don't know. I think I got too comfortable. And I sort of relied too much on my physical ability and my physical presence rather than what actually got me to the position, and that's my boxing skills. So when you see me in certain young days, I was a slick boxer. I was moving. I used to have my footwork and a nice little 1-2. Sort of got out to there and I started making it just. When I fought Dennis Hogan, I think I got into this different mode where Jeff Horn actually. I was like, I'll just start bullying everyone, just start bulldozing everyone over. I was just in that stage. Thought I was Artur Beterbiev. was like, I'm just going to approach the bitter BF style at all times. And yeah, it's all right. You live and you learn. Yeah. Now I'm back to the Cuban old school style, man. But it's good. It's good. I enjoy going back to the sport and learning it from a different point of view, and just going back to the basics. It's inspiring. You know, I think you saw the videos of when I was in Miami and the different training gyms that I'm at, and it's just refreshing. You know, you see young, hungry up and comers, and you're with that environment, and everyone's just grinding. I love this gym at home and stuff like that, but it's just like I used to skip for 15 minutes, used to do some shadow boxing, and I used to hit the pads. I used to smash it out on the bag, just fucking gas myself out on the bag, and then I used to do heaps of sparring, you know. And then this time around, it's just like, all right, I'm doing a bit of footwork, I'm doing a bit of head drills, doing bag, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing reaction, I'm working on mental skills. Keita thinks he's Japanese there, especially his hand. But yeah, it's a new perspective, and I'm really ready to embrace it. So yeah, all good.
One of the guys who did call you flat-footed is fighting this weekend.
Yeah.
Keith Thurman. Can I just get your thoughts
Yeah.
on the fight?
I think Fundora wins. He's just a nightmare, 6'6". But I think if Keith comes in with the right game plan, he could make a bit of trouble. You know, like looking back at it now, I know Fundora's awkward and all this, but he's beatable. He's not invincible. That word doesn't exist in boxing. So let's take it out. So yeah, we shall see. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to be watching.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.